Narasimha Rao, who was the Prime Minister, called me. Before I wrote the story, I wanted it version. I was a reader of Indian Express. I traveled with him to Switzerland. He was going to the United Nations. He took me along. I went with him along with other journalists. Since I knew him very well. So I watched something. One thing, as a journalist, we were watching every step of a politician. Rather than following him. Rather than listening to him and taking notes like a stenographer. We were told to look beyond news. So I went with him to United Nations, came back to Zurich, where I found Foreign Minister Solanki standing and waiting for him at the airport. Something stuck in my mind. I said, why this fellow is here? Because normally the protocol is, when the Prime Minister goes on a foreign visit, Foreign Minister does not travel with him normally. And Mr. Solanki, before going to New York, I met Mr. Solanki in Delhi. He told me that he would not be going back to Ahmedabad because his son was getting engaged. And then he told me, I was going to you, why are you here? He said, I was called. I kept it to mind. So I was chasing him around what he is doing with him. Because he was not part of the official delegation. He was not in Davos anywhere. We managed in Davos, which is the famous thing where every Prime Minister goes every year now. Or Finance Minister goes there. I came back, wrote a story. Before writing the story, I went to Narasimha Rao that Mr. Solanki went there and gave a letter. He said, no, not possible. I know he was telling me lies. Prime Minister of the country was telling me lies. He said, he has not told me. I said, I'm going to publish. He said, wait, let me check. He called me. I had a breakfast with him in the morning. He said, Chhatna hai. Chhatna. Like a pouty Prime Minister. He told me, Then the article appeared, I remember, on 2nd of April 1992, Parliament was hangama. It was not allowed to function for 3 days, 2 days. And then he called me again. He said, this letter, have you got it? He has given. I said, yes. He said, no, you don't have it. My agencies are telling you don't have it. I said, your agencies also must have told that he never gave a letter. So I will trust your agency, you trust me. He called Sharad Pawar, who was the defense minister at that time, because Boford was related to defense minister. He called him. You go and deny the floor of the House. No such letter was given by Mr. Solanki to his counterpart in Switzerland. Pawar, being a friend of mine at that point, had called me. Prabhu, your story is wrong, you are going to deny. I said, Mr. Pawar, I said, Sharad, I think this Prime Minister doesn't like you. He said, what? I said, he wants you to go as well. He said, why did you say that? Because the moment you deny on the floor of the House that Prabhu Chawla's story in the Indian Express is wrong, because it's a fiction, I will produce the photocopy of the letter signed by Mr. Solanki. And you will have to go after that, because you are telling lies to the Prime Minister, not Parliament of India. He said, what do I do? I said, what do I do? I am not your advisor. I said, you ask Mr. Solanki, why he is not saying that he never gave the letter? Why you are being asked to give a letter? It is a reply of the Foreign Minister should say that no, I did not give any letter to the Foreign Minister. He said, okay, you give me a hint. I said, what? He said, I am going to write to the Prime Minister, let Solanki write on the file that he did not give this letter to his counterpart during his visit to Switzerland, Davos. He sent the file back to the Prime Minister. File never came. 4th of April, Parliament met, and the Prime Minister announced the resignation of Mr. Solanki. Incident I am giving you because our job was to keep following. I printed the photocopy of the letter later on to prove a point that I was not lying. As a journalist and our relationship with politicians is now and then, I am just comparing 20 years ago, 30 years ago, from 1992, 20 years ago. Our relationship with politicians was that of being equal. You may be the Prime Minister, I am Prime Minister of my paper. You are the Prime Minister of India, I am Prime Minister of Indian Express. So we are talking like Prime Ministers now. You can tell me your point of view. It is for me to accept or reject it. But now what is happening? We are not equal. We are unequal. Because young boys boys and girls think minister is speaking to me. Why? Last day he made it. Who the hell the minister is? Or who the hell the governor is? Who the hell everybody is? You respect them, yes. But you can't worship. They are not our ideals. When somebody asked me, you are on, when we started the CD bar, आपका guest कौन है? I don't know, I have no guest on my show. I have only targets. मेरा मेहमान है तो आप पीटिंग लाइक मेहमान, हाँ जी सर जी कैसे हैं, नमस्ते, आप स्वागत है, ये है वो है, ठीक है, तो करेंगे तो मारेंगे भी जरूर. Some question is, as a journalist, as a young manager who are going to take over jobs after this, you must be clear about your mission. You must be honest to your mission. You must be honest to your vision. You must be honest to your future. You cannot be dishonest to your present. Because I want to become CEO within 1 year. There are steps to climb. You climb faster, you come down faster. So you go step by step, and you must be always ready to question. What is happening in this country, the students, teachers, managers, everybody, politicians have stopped asking questions. Politicians have become arrogant, and therefore they are in agony these days, because arrogance brings agony. Agony brings something else. We talk in the language of grammar of the politicians on TV these days. They speak as if they are real permanent rule. They never smile. They shoot you back. And we generally don't react. Then CEOs also, some of the young managers, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, they will say no and yes minister. No, everybody saying yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. I don't call yes minister. The culture of psychopathy which is being built in this country, from every field, I think a young manager, if you want to grow, and for young also same question I say, you must start asking questions on every issue. Why? Why this is happening? But nobody is asking why. On economic reform, for example, debate is happening. I had another fight on one of the channels, me and Raji have this fight every day, so when we fight. I said, why are you calling them economic reforms? What does it reform? It reforms only some corporate houses, nothing else. You say the economic policy. Reform is meant to change the system. By bringing an FDI, have you changed any system? You have got more money, that's it. What have you changed? But questions are not being asked, therefore many unanswered questions get carried forward in the process that damage the credibility of the system. It erodes the credibility of the system. Since you are the future of India, your future is at stake. You will be thinking in terms of what we call valuation of a company. Because I was discussing with the person who came with me in the car. He talking about rating agencies. I said, does it bother which rating agency, which magazine rating agency is acceptable? We didn't discuss the name. I said, what basis will you decide? Because as Indians, we used to do some ratings for colleges. Business some other newspapers also do. But these rating pieces, because the corporate houses pick up people from the campuses on the basis of ratings. Ratings can also be manipulated. I also do ratings. But do these ratings reflect the real worth of the students sitting here? Xavier Institute of Management is one of the best institutes I have known. I have heard about it. When I got an invitation, I was a little doubtful about it. But when I asked my local resident editor, do you advise me to attend the function here? He said, you must go to one of the prestigious institutions in research. And I did my own Google research a little bit about it. So I found it one of the critical institute. Why should it depend on rating by A magazine, B magazine or C magazine? I asked question myself, I have not got the answer you now. But I will assure you that I will get the answer and try to do a different kind of mechanism or model which makes you business schools much better recognizable on the basis of the wealth you have got in terms of students who come here. Because you are the wealth of India, not the rating agencies. So they are measuring your wealth arbitrarily, and nobody is asking questions. Similarly in politics also, every political leader is being said, he is good, he is bad, and we journalists are also saying, so and so is a good minister, so and so is a good leader of the opposition. The journalists are also speaking the same language. Now the journalists on this TV debate something happened the other day. What is happening? I discussed on the debate was the future Prime Minister of India. I asked Saran Thakur was shouting at me, I was shouting back at him. I said, Karan, you have decided so and so will be the Prime Minister. I say, why not me the Prime Minister? Who are you to tell me who the Prime Minister? TV studios don't decide the Prime Minister of India. The people of India will decide the Prime Minister of India, whether you like it or not. Mamata for you is bad, but she is good for West Bengal. Why do you make fun of people of West Bengal? You may not like her, but you are not her voter. Modi may be bad for you, he is the person who represents the shame of India, for example. What has happened in Gujarat in 2002 is a blot of the country. But you cannot decide. You can give an opinion, but you can't decide he can't become the Prime Minister of India. If his party wins 200 seats, everybody walk up to him, Modi sahab, aap to mahan hai, aap to secular hai, kabhi kabhi rahe nahi. Okay, this opinion changes here, like the water flow. It goes on the side of there, the land is नीचे जा रहा है, वहां चला जाएगा पानी का रहा है. So journalism has become much more difficult job these days. Because we are competing with ourselves, and politicians are also using our competitive skills. Because if I say, okay, I will not interview you, they will do some other channel. If that channel says no, then they will do some other channel. Now the politicians decide who will be the people on the panel. So and so is my channel, on the panel with me, I will not come. Some of the politicians decide, okay, who will be given an interview. There are 2-3 top ministers in this country who are personal friends of mine. They don't give me interview at all. They give me tea, they give me lunch, they give me dinner, but they don't give me interview. And they don't want to participate in any panel discussion I am there. And there was a time when one newspaper editor was told by the Prime Minister's office, I am talking about Mrs. Gandhi's office, that she was going abroad, and so journalists should be sent on that trip. George Verghese, I am not naming him, he was later my editor of Indian Express. He said, who are you to decide who to go from my paper? He refused. 1 year later, he lost his job as a deputy. But now, Prime Minister of it decides, not only decides, he dictates that so and so will come. BJP, every other party takes discretion or decides to whom they will give the interview. And we accept it because we don't want to lose that exclusive story. You must have seen every TV channel says exclusive. I saw 3-4 channels they interviewed Salman Rushdie on a new book. Everybody is saying exclusive, exclusive, exclusive. He gave interview at 5:30 to somebody, 6:30 to somebody else, 7:30 to third channel, and they were all saying exclusive. He dictated terms. Said, okay, come to London. All 3 went there from here, they spent their own money, and they carried almost the same interview. When there is so much of demand from us for content, there is scarcity of supply. Because we need much more content than was necessary earlier. So many channels 24/7 we have to give you news. Therefore, what you find these days in the evening, that there are only debates happening from 8 to 11. You go to Times Now, you go to CNN IBM, you go to NDTV. From 9 o'clock onward, when anchor sits there, he doesn't go home till 12 o'clock in the night. Or he or she, the same people. And what happens? 8:30 you will find one BJP leader sitting at NDTV, 9 o'clock headline today, 9:30 Times Now, 11 o'clock CNN IBM, and vice versa.